As a holiday gift, we're reaching through our Patreon paywall and bringing forth one of the exclusive and one of our favorite AMAs. Stands for Ask Me Anything. That's where Patreon members ask me anything at all that crosses their mind. Not only by sending in their questions in advance, but also by accessing our recording live. Normally that's only for Patreon members, but today we're bringing that out for all of you to see. Hope you enjoy it. Welcome to Patreon Live. You might see this as a later recording, but right at this moment, we have a live audience on the internet. And Chuck, you got questions. And these are like basically AMAs, right? Ask me anything.
Ask me anything.
Yeah.
And we do mean anything. And I have to tell you, I'm disappointed.
Because they're not as anything as they could be?
No, it's all science. We can do that anytime. Like, you got the man right here. Ask him anything. You know what I mean? Real stuff. Anyway, like, yeah, you ever missed a mortgage payment? Like, see, that's what I would not know. You ever missed a mortgage payment? Neil deGrasse Tyson?
They're after me now. That's right. Yeah, it's the time to ask like weird stuff if you need to, because we're here.
Right. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's get to Lawrence, who says, hello to all. My question probably won't fit any podcast. Well, that's why it's here.
Good.
Lawrence.
There it is.
If our universe was being looked at through a microscope for the first time, how long would it take to discover us? So you can see the entire universe the way we would look down, say, on a specimen in a microscope, and you see all the bacteria in that little slide, and within that, which would be all the galaxies.
Yeah.
What would it take for? First of all, you need an electron microscope because that's how.
No, you have to, so it's worse than that.
It was worse than an electron microscope.
So here's what you have to ask.
Go ahead.
The way to address that question is how many orders of magnitude?
Right.
And that's science speak for powers of 10.
Right.
How many orders of magnitude is the universe bigger than the size of us on Earth?
Okay. Forget it. Because the answer is you can't conceive. That's the answer.
It's... I have it in one of my books.
Oh,
it's
really?
Something like 35 orders of magnitude. Okay? So whatever is your microscope, it has to go 1/10, and then another 10th, and then a 10th of the 10th,
and then a 10th of the 10th of the 10th, and a 10th of the 10th of the 10th.
Okay, exactly.
So basically you're looking at half a quark.
Right. So the question is the full universe size down to us?
Right.
The same as our size down to
our smallest particle.
To our quarks.
Right.
And it kind of is similar.
Wow.
Yeah. In fact, there's a famous 10-minute video made in the 1970s called Powers of 10.
Ooh.
You know what they do? I'm sure it's online. It was made by the Eames couple, Charles and Ray Eames. They were designers, but also deeply
very famous for the Eames chair.
The Eames chair, and they were very fluent in science and wanted to use their design sensibilities to teach science.
Look at that.
And so, they had a black and white version of this, which was like a pilot, but the real one is like 1978, I think it is, 77. And it's in color, so you'll know you're looking at the real one.
Right.
And they start on a park in Chicago with a couple just sitting there having a picnic.
Very nice.
And they say, this is a scene 1 meter by 1 meter. And every 10 seconds, we will zoom out by a factor of 10.
Whoa, look at that.
And so you do that, and you do that, and you do that. And then the park shrinks down, Earth shrinks down, the moon orbit shrinks down, the galaxy shrinks down. Everything shrinks down, and you get out to the outer reaches of the known universe. And then they say, we will now go back to our person, zooming back 1 power of 10 every second, okay, or every 2 seconds. And they get there, and now they zoom into that 1 square meter, 1/10 of the way in, all the way
While we were gone, ants got into our food. This is what we were able to determine. We have been eating ants the entire time we've been zooming out.
There is no picnic without ants in your food. So you can see how many steps, powers of 10 steps it takes. Now, obviously, the physical distance is closer between the the atom in your skin,
Right.
and the size of your
the edge of the observable universe. Like,
no, so yes, your face is closer to the atom in your finger than the edge of the universe is to your face.
Right.
That's not how to think about it.
Right.
Think about it as powers of 10, and what your microscope would need to be.
Orders of magnitude is the way to look at this.
We do not have microscopes that can span 35 orders of magnitude.
Right.
Yes, so forget it.
Look at that.
They would never know that we were alive and thriving here.
So the real answer is you are nothing.
That was not the message I was trying to convey.
Here's the real answer, okay? If you ever been in a relationship with a woman who broke up with you, she already gave you ain't shit. You ain't shit, okay? That's what you...
Then what kind of relationships have you had?
Ooh, I had some doozies.
All right.
Let me just tell you, getting a car fixed from being keyed costs a lot. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
And getting keyed is not a new key that fits the lock.
No.
It's a different verb.
Oh, whole different.
To be keyed.
To be keyed.
Right.
Oof. All right. Well, that was great.
Okay, so
Thanks,
that's
Lawrence.
so there's a lot in there,
Yeah.
and a lot to think about.
Super cool, man.
You got it. Mhm.
All right. This is Dr. Cool Young Booger.
Okay.
He's from Monroe, Georgia.
There are no cool boogers out there, I think, but go on.
Okay.
Although,
yeah.
one of the characters in Revenge of the Nerds was nicknamed Booger.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, he was a pretty cool booger. So he says, hey, Chucky baby, this is Dr. Murray Monroe from Georgia. You know what's up. All right.
Okay.
He says, I have a serious inquiry for Dr. Tyson's contemplation.
Good.
Is it possible that, one, the sun is actually God taking up galactic bomb trip, basking in its glow, and that, two, nighttime is just when he's kicking it before he reloads?
Okay. So a couple of things.
We said ask us anything. This guy
Okay,
did it.
that's good.
He understood the assignment.
Okay. Okay, a couple of things.
Go ahead.
There is no end of early civilizations that associated the sun with God.
Absolutely. The sun being a deity.
Sun is, and why wouldn't it be?
It's the giver of life.
Everyone knows that.
Exactly.
And even if you didn't know that, you knew, even if it wasn't explicitly in your thoughts, you knew that it gave life to food.
Right.
To crops.
Exactly.
That you then would eat.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you didn't think your life depended directly on the sun,
mm-hmm.
plant life depends directly on the sun, and you would know that.
You depend on plant life.
And you depend on plant life.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you're carnivorous,
right.
and you eat the cow, what does a cow eat?
The cow's eating grass and plant life, vegetation.
Yeah, cow is a biological machine to turn grass into steak.
Yes, it is.
We invented it. Cows, there are no herds of wild cows,
bovines
wandering the countryside.
It'll never work.
Is that what they're saying?
They're such sad creatures.
No, if you watch them when they know they're not going to get eaten and slaughtered, they're pretty happy on the farm.
Yeah.
I've seen some of them just kicking around and just having fun.
Yeah, until they realize they're being fattened up for the kill. And then they get sad. They're going to kill us.
And you know that thing, the cow jumps over the moon?
Yes.
So I thought about that.
Go ahead.
And I concluded that they really want to do that. And they're actually saying, moon.
They're trying to reach their goal, their potential.
Moon.
Trying to realize they're trying to
listen to Anne at the end. Moon.
Very nice.
All right. So the God was understandably a deity.
Right.
Until astrophysics came in the
along.
picture.
And then all these, heliophysicists of the early age of man effed it all up. Just took away all hope,
all the joys
all
of the
joy
God,
and the hope and the,
So I joke about Manhattanhenge.
Right.
For those who are not New Yorkers, you might not know. There's 2 days of the year where the grid in Manhattan,
mm-hmm.
the cross streets exactly align with the setting sun.
Right.
Because the sun sets at different spots.
Every day.
Every day. It's, no, except at the
What's
equator.
it called when the sun moves in that figure infinity
That's something
motion?
else. That's an analemma.
The analemma.
It's a whole other thing.
I know it's a whole other thing.
That's a whole nother.
It just, when you said it's a different spot every day, it made me think of the analemma.
The sun is not doing the same thing every day. So it sets on the grid, and there are 2 days a year. One of them is around Memorial Day.
Okay.
And the other one happens to land during MLB's All-Star break.
Oh, okay.
So I joke that in the apocalyptic Earth, where they dig up the grid of Manhattan, anthropologists of the future will presume that grid was intentionally aligned with the sun, because we'd be ancient peoples to them, right? And they'd say, so they did it on purpose
to make the sun fall in these particular
in those particular times, and they would conclude that in America we worship war and baseball.
True. By the way, they wouldn't get that wrong. I mean, honestly. We have two gods in this country, money and violence. Those are our two gods.
There it is. There it is. And in terms of the sun going away, we learned that Earth rotates and the sun sets.
Right.
And so you can't, if we saw the sun just turn off.
That's a different story.
That would be interesting.
Right.
Now, that actually happened in a letter someone wrote to me. I never told you this.
No, you didn't.
Okay. There's a woman who found old letters in her attic. Okay, I got this letter early days of the planetarium before we rebuilt the place, and so I'm going through them. And I'm going through my voicemails, and one of them says, "Dear Dr. Tyson, I found a letter written by my great grandfather, or it's multiple generations removed.
Old dude.
Okay, he was in a." Whatever the East Coast version of a Conestoga is, but it's not a Conestoga. What do you call it?
The covered wagons.
Covered wagon.
It's just covered wagon.
On a covered wagon through Massachusetts.
Okay.
And he writes that all of a sudden it started getting dark. And then it got completely dark. And he was a preacher. And he said to his family, everyone come off the wagon, kneel down
and
pray right now.
Dear Lord.
For salvation, okay?
Please, Jesus, pay the light bill for Earth. Jesus! We need somebody to pay the light bill for Earth. I'm calling on you, Father.
Just pay the light bills. So he said, be prepared to meet your maker.
Right.
And prayed that we don't have to. They prayed, then it got bright again.
So instead of praying the gay away, they prayed the eclipse away.
Well, there were no gay people back then.
That's true.
They weren't invented until later.
Until like 1998. And then like 10 years later, trans people came along. First the gays, then the trans.
Right.
Before that, there was,
Right.
Like there's no gays in Russia.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, there are none.
Right. And no left-handed people in the Middle East.
Right.
So the point is, she asked me, could he have witnessed an eclipse, a total eclipse of the sun? So I checked my notes, and there was, in fact, a total solar eclipse over Massachusetts, and that I was able to then tell her exactly what day and time he would have written this letter and said this.
Wow.
Okay, because eclipses are that.
They're that precise.
They're badass in that way. Here's the point. Any educated person, and clergy at the time would be educated people,
right?
Because you got that by going to university,
right?
Would have known about eclipses.
So, of course.
Okay, they've been known since antiquity. So for him to not figure that out told me it must have been overcast.
Right, because he wasn't able to see the actual movement of the moon coming in front of the sun to block it.
And he didn't quite put two and two together that maybe it was still happening behind the clouds.
Yeah. So it would have been a total solar eclipse hidden by cloud cover, which would have made it even worse.
Well, this is why he went religious on it.
Yeah.
Right. So that would be a case where he believed the sun was going away.
Off. Right.
And that would be that's where the sun is replenishing its bong.
Right. Exactly. That's God. God taking a bong break.